Hi guys, bonjour, ciao, annyeonghaseyo, hola. How are you guys all doing today? Welcome back to the Elegant Country Mom. I am Eileen St. Germain, and today is Motivational Wednesdays. Woohoo! So anyhow, today's video is all about kind of like our morning routine. Do we allow ourselves to have a successful, productive day? Like when you get out of bed, what are your first thoughts? Do you, when you get out of bed, do you allow yourself to do you plan for success from the moment you wake up? Do you plan for a happy, productive day right from the get-go? Or do you kind of like at times self-sabotage where when you wake up all you want to do is go back to bed? Because I know for me at times I struggle with low energy, and at times when I wake up all I want to do is go back to bed. And as a result, my day ends up being, yes, I get stuff done, but mentally I feel fatigued all day. And that is kind of why I wanted to share a motivational morning video with you guys. So basically, how do you start your day? Do you start it off with like a positive mindset that allows for happy thoughts to like flow through you, flow around you, and just like allow you to have a successful day? Or again, like I mentioned, do you just let these positive thoughts just kind of like crash and not exist? When you first wake up in the morning, do you say thank you for the fact that you're alive in the morning? I know at times I forget this all the time. I usually end up remembering this like at bedtime and saying thank you for this good day in the evening. But instead, we should get into this habit of being thankful and being grateful when we first wake up in the morning, by allowing ourselves to start off our day with a positive mindset and with like this, I guess, almost like a pre-programmed plan to succeed. Now, I'm not saying that in like we got to go out in the world and make money. Yes, money's helpful. I'm just talking about planning for a successful life is not about, yes, it's about like money and that sort of stuff, but I guess for me, when I think of a successful life, I think of having positive relationships with my family and friends. To me, a successful life is having energy and like, I guess, the motivation to be able to be the best person that I can possibly be for my family. Give thanks for your blessings. Give thanks for the fact that that you have a house, that you got a roof over your head, that there's food in the fridge. Like, we are so incredibly thankful. We are so incredibly blessed to live in we live in Canada. We are so incredibly blessed to be able to live in a country where you got running hot water, shelter, that you can get a job, that there's education. Be thankful for the little things. Be thankful that, like, say your 2-year-old brings you a little dandelion. Yes, most people are like, oh, dandelions are weeds, but it's like, you know what? From the child's eyes, they're giving you all they have. They're giving you a special gift that they found, and they love you, so they're sharing it with you. Give thanks for everything. I find in today's society, everyone is like, the majority of times, everyone is all about, let's keep up with the Joneses. We gotta have a big truck. We gotta have a big fancy house, a big boat. But things don't bring happiness. Things do not bring, yes, it's nice to have things, but when you don't have anyone to share it with, it just seems hollow. Like, yes, sure, you can, I guess, hire friends or whatever, but it's not the same as sharing it with someone who's close and dear to your heart. And the other thing I wanted to share is, when you wake up, and you roll out of bed and say you go to the bathroom, and when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you think? Do you think, oh, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, you're one of a kind? Or when you see yourself, do you start criticizing yourself? A little backstory: when I started college, on my mirror, I started writing compliments to myself. It was just one of those times in my life where you're trying to discover who you are. And this was my way of me helping myself, reminding myself that I'm valuable, if that makes any sense. And I'm not sharing this to be vain or anything like that. This is me sharing different ways that in the past that I did to help my mindset to be positive about myself. Because you know, when you're in your teens, and when you're in, like, I guess, like, it can be any stage of your life, but we all go through phases in our life where we feel insecure, where we feel like our outward appearance is not where we want it to be. So instead of criticizing yourself, compliment yourself. Start your day off with some compliments, like write them on your mirror. It could be a Bible quote, it could be a regular quote. Find inspirational, motivational things and like write them on your mirror. Leave sticky notes around your house to remind yourself. Tell yourself that you're loved, that you're beautiful, you're one of a kind, you're God's original masterpiece. You are talented and hardworking, and leaving these little positive notes around, or you could turn them into a list, but leaving these positive notes around for yourself to find is such a great way to help change your mindset, to start thinking positively, to be able to like see the sunshine even though it's like cloudy and rainy. Literally, it's like sprinkling right now. But yeah, no, write compliments down for yourself. And no, I'm not saying, I guess I've already said this, but as like, not to be vain, but like when we are trying to start our day off in a positive way and to change our mindset to think positively, it's so easy to go down the road of negative thinking. It's so easy. Like, I know for me, I have struggled with it, and I want to help inspire and motivate you guys to have a wonderful, successful day. And another thought for starting our mornings off in a positive way is to live each day to the fullest. Do we fill our day with unhappy, it doesn't have to be unhappy, but like activities that don't bring us joy? Yes, there are things in life where it could be work, it could be school, that doesn't really bring us joy, but yet even though it's necessary, try to fill your day with things, at least something that inspires you, that motivates you to be like a better person, to work harder, that brings you joy. I just lost my little card. In case you're wondering about any background noises, our neighbor here has their big farm truck and they're loading grain. But I know one of the biggest things that I have struggled with, and I'm sharing this with you guys, is because I want all of us to have successful days, to have happy, wonderful days. And I know one of the things that can literally be a self-sabotage is to just stop saying negative things about yourself. It is so easy for us to literally criticize ourselves. Like for me as a mom, I find at times I am far more critical on myself than I am on anybody else. And I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's far easier for us to criticize ourselves, and we at times say things about ourselves that we would not dare to say to anyone's face. It could be like, oh, you're fat, oh, you feel ugly, or this or that. But we need just stop all these negative thoughts. Because these negative thoughts, it could be one or two, but negative thoughts are far easier. They are far easier to spin out of control. It is a lot harder to compliment ourselves. That is why, like, yes, just stop saying negative thoughts about yourself and instead say positive things. Like I was talking about, like I mentioned a few seconds earlier, say things that are positive about yourself. Allow yourself to start your day off positively. Do something that inspires and motivates you. And I have a few quotes to end our video. The first one is by Bradley Whitford. Infuse your life with action. If you want to start your day off positively, you have to include actions. We can't just sit by on our bums and expect things to happen, or to expect our thoughts to be filled with happy, wonderful blessings. The next one is by Charles R. Swindoll, and it says, life is 10% what happens and 90% of how you react to it. My last and final quote is by Og Mandino. I apologize if I butcher these names. And this quote is, always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. So these are just some thoughts. This is just one way of starting your day off on the right foot. A plan for a successful day from the second that you get out of bed. So anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome day, and I will talk to you later. And remember, you're beautiful, you're one of a kind. Follow your gut, be you, and smile. Have an awesome, fabulous day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.